Hello students and welcome to this year's Hour of Code experience. Today we're going to talk about a coding lesson called Wakanda Forever. You can kind of see right here the directions, right? And these directions are actually step 1. Help Shuri and her crew escape Namer. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit OK. You can see that we're in 2. The directions are on the left-hand side here. And then your toolbox is here in the middle, and your coding area is here on the right. Okay? And where you actually play the game is down here in your lower right-hand corner. Okay? So let's go ahead and talk about a few of the steps. Right here it says from the scene category, which is right here, scene, grab set background image to blank and snap it into the empty on start container already in the workplace. And then click next to get to the next step. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and click scene. All right, it says right here set background image to blank. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that right in to my on start. Okay, then I'm actually going to click the box so that I can get to my assets. Right, so here's the gallery. That's one set of assets. The other one is in my assets. And this is the ones that you will be using today. Here's Wakanda. I pick that, and then I pick done. Okay, and then we have it here on start. And in the game, now you can see the background is set. Okay, so now that's set. We're going to go ahead up to the arrow and then go to step 4. So now we're going to introduce Shuri to the game, okay, as a new sprite. So there you see from sprites, right here. We're going to grab set my sprite to sprite blank kind of player and drag it into the end of the on start container. Okay, so that will be this one. The end meaning at the bottom. Now you're going to find the block that you put in the workspace and click on the name my sprite. Select rename variable and enter Shuri. So here you're going to see I come down to my sprite. Those are my options. I'm clicking rename variable and I'm going to type in Shuri and then hit OK. All right. Scrolling down, I'm going to click the empty gray box in the same block to open the image editor. We're going back to our assets and we're going to find Shuri. So I'm going to click here just like we did for the background. I'll click the gray box, come over to my assets, and I will find Shuri. Okay, and then I'm going to hit done, and now you'll see her in the box, and now you actually see her on the screen of your game console as well. All right, after that, we go to the next step. Now we have to allow Shuri to move inside the screen boundary. Okay, we need to give her the ability to move around when the controller buttons are pressed. So from controller, which you see right here, we're going to say move my sprite with buttons. So we're going to take that, and that's the one that we have here. We're going to pull it down and put it at the end of the last one, right? But still inside of the on start container. All right, so we're going to click down the drop down to change the variable from my sprite to Shuri again. So I'm clicking down, and the Shuri is actually listed there because we created her earlier. So we're going to click there. And as we can see, now loaded, if I actually click over here to the mouse, Shuri can now move all around the screen the way that she's supposed to. And that will take us into our next step. Okay? Make sure it stays on the screen by turning on sprite flag. So from sprites, here we are back up here. We're going to say set my sprite stay in screen on. So we're going to look over here, set my sprite, and here it is, right? And again, we're going to put that at the bottom, but still within the on start container. Now we have to change the variable block to what? Of course, Shuri, which we already know is there. It loads up. Now she is in a particular region that is set for her to move within a boundary. From there, we would click next. And it says, look at your project in the game window. You should see Shuri now being able to move around with the arrow keys when hovering over the controls. Okay, so if I'm hovering over the controls and I'm using the arrow keys, and I am using my arrow keys, you can watch them blink as I move, and now she is in here, but she cannot go off of the screen. Okay, there she is locked in. From there, we'll hit next, and we can continue. All right, so from here, we're adding Namer. Here's where I let you guys take over. Have fun. Enjoy this. It's a wonderful lesson. And thank you for participating in the Hour of Code.